So now we're doing TryHackMe Pre-Security Linux Fundamentals Part 1, Task 2, a bit of background on Linux. So where is Linux used? It's fair to say that Linux is a lot more intimidating to approach than operating systems such as Windows, and I guess macOS too. Both variants have their own advantages and disadvantages. For example, Linux is considerably much more lightweight, and we'd be surprised to know that there's a good chance that we've used Linux in some form or another every day. Linux powers things such as websites we visit, like this one, car entertainment and control panels. I've never used this in my car. Honestly, look, I'm an old man. I hate touchscreens. I hate touchscreens in my car. Hate them so much, but no big deal. Point of sale systems such as checkout tills and registers in shop. These things are always out of order at the stores in my town. Critical infrastructures such as traffic light controllers, or industrial sensors. There we go. So now we're talking about flavors of Linux. So the name Linux is actually an umbrella term for multiple operating systems that are based on Unix, another operating system. Thanks to Linux being open source, variants of Linux come in all shapes and sizes, suited best for what the system is being used for. Okay. For example, Ubuntu and Debian are some of the more commonplace distributions of Linux because it is so extensible. i.e., we can run Ubuntu as a server, such as websites and web applications, or as a fully fledged desktop. For this series, we're going to be using Ubuntu. That's such a hard word to say, honestly, for me at least. Note, Ubuntu server can run on systems with only 512 megabytes of RAM. That is nothing in 2025. Anyway, so similar to how we have different versions of Windows like 7, 8, and 10, and soon enough next month it's only going to be, or maybe it's in October, I don't remember when it's going to be, but only 11. There are many different versions or distributions of Linux. Let's answer this question. We're going to research what year was the first release of a Linux operating system. All right, so remember, we didn't say nothing about any years up here, so we're going to have to go check out our good friend Gemini. I already got it done. 1991 right here. September 17th, it's about to be 34 years old, by this famous guy on Twitter, Linus Torvalds. There we go. So let's put in 1991 right here, 1991, submit it. And that's the end of that. All right. So now we're on to task 3, interacting with our first Linux machine in browser. And we'll see you next time.